of 19. So first man to 10 legs. Watching for us in the box, Chris Mason, and good evening, John Rawling.
Good evening, Matt, and good evening, everybody. Excitement absolutely at fever pitch here now. I'll give you one little stat before we look at the players. Career record, 17 wins to Van Gerwen, 16 to Hamilton. There's not a lot in it, but this season Van Gerwen has had the edge. Not won a tournament since back in June. It was terrific early season. He says that the consistency has remained. Well, getting here, victories against Jamie Lewis, Adrian Lewis and Wes Newton. But Andy Hamilton's improved as he's moved towards this stage of the competition. Had that victory over Van Gerwen in the second round last year, 10-8 on that occasion. Really struggled across the line against John Part, and indeed to some extent against Brendan Dolan, who couldn't get a double, just the same as Part. And then Ian White earlier on today to set up this semi-final appearance. Van Gerwen, as we know, likes to play fast. He really fed off the speed and the natural exuberance, if you like, of Adrian Lewis yesterday. I don't think you're going to see Andy playing particularly quickly here.
No, he might just take a little edge off of his own pace, just to try and upset the tempo and the rhythm of Michael Van Gerwen.
Van Gerwen with the darts, and that's not a bad way to start, is it? Out of the blocks with 2 treble 20s and a 140.
Started where he left off.
Look at this, though. Wow. That's, I think, what you call the declaration of intent.
This continues for a cracker.
93.
Hamilton played brilliantly in the early stages of his match against Ian White. Took his foot off the gas a little bit, so I think once he'd established that advantage. He was 4-1 at the first break. He was averaging in the early stages somewhere around about 112.
I think he went 15, 14, 13, 14 with his first 4 legs.
Handy.
56.
And he's got a real opportunity now, if he can weigh in with a big score here, to pinch the first leg against the throw.
He's going to leave himself a finish now, Hamilton.
Oh, look,
a very nice one.
Brilliant darts from Hamilton. 9 thrown. He's on a finish, and this is the response.
180 would have been lovely to leave 32. We might see 2 double tops in this combination if he doesn't hit treble 19.
Talk us through it, Chris.
Well, 19 tops, treble 19. Oh dear, treble 20, double 18. Yep, double 18.
1-3 hurt him, didn't it? And he was a bit of a snatch, a bit of a drag on that 18 attempts now. 72 for Van Gerwen. 16 would leave tops. Oh yes, never at any stage really of that leg did Van Gerwen look like winning it. Hamilton makes the mistake, punished.
Yeah, when you hear commentators talk about streaky players, Van Gerwen is very much one of those. When he's not missing, he goes on runs of 12, 13, 14 dart legs, big finishes. I've seen a 170 today.
140.
In his match against Adrian Lewis, 6 legs on the spin.
The I'm Rob trip, and so am I. Van Gerwen was first up earlier on today with his quarter-final.
60.
Big weight for this. You go away and have a bit of a kip.
Yeah. Well, all players are different, but nowadays, yeah, they'll go away, get some food, maybe relax, watch the rest of the darts on TV, and then come back and start all over again.
101. 140.
Hamilton under a little bit of pressure here. Van Gerwen fan club. They're
Looking well. Been here
members
since early Friday.
Going for 16s, I think.
136.
48 with the left tops.
161.
This is a showbiz shot. Ball.
136. And he requires 72.
Treble 16 for double 12. Oh dear, that's a 7, I think.
19, double 16.
Double 16 required then for Hamilton to square up the match.
40.
Oh, and he can't just find the doubles right now, and that could hurt again. Could be a 2 advantage for Van Gerwen. Double 8 for that.
Game shot.
And the familiar celebration.
Well, Andy has had one dart in each
The
of the 2 legs.
Michael to throw first. Game on.
Finds himself 2-0 down and averaging 105.
57.
Uses the board more than any other player, Michael. So quick.
Big Andy needs to get himself into this match. Can't
97.
afford to let these legs, only early stages, but can't afford to let Van Gerwen, as Chris was saying, get on a roll.
140.
Terrific atmosphere building up here.
Maybe
57.
a few sickies taken tomorrow, John.
Well, we wondered whether or not Van Gerwen was going to come back and replicate his form of earlier on, and he's carried on where he's left off.
Yep, 103 average, tournament average of 101.
Excellent dance from Hamilton once more.
6 starts at this though for Van Gerwen, no finish for Hamilton.
128.
He won't hit a 180 at this point. Oh, no, he's not going to anyway, because the 180 would have left him 134.
95.
Double 18 then for Van Gerwen. Surely this time.
3-0. For Black Andy to throw first. Game on.
I actually thought Hamilton might have attempted to slow this one down more than he has done. If anything, he's... Well, it
96.
might just be an illusion, but he appears to have, if anything, speeded his game up.
Well, you can get caught both ways. You sort of get into the
93.
rhythm of your opponent rather than sticking to your own one, or if you go up there with a mental idea to sort of slow a player down, or just, you know, just take an edge off your own rhythm. You can then get involved in the other one's pace.
99.
Bit of gamesmanship.
Yeah, it's legal though, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
why people might say, what are you on about? You know, it should be
100.
encouraging and not doing anything to upset the other guy, but unfortunately this is
Happens
about
in tennis,
professional
happens in
sport. It's how it
snooker.
is.
Football, they go to the corner flag.
90.
My old mate Peter Mann, who was sure was watching, he would have tied some of these boys up in knots.
58.
I think Eric would have had his moments as well had he been around in the current era.
Yeah, he'd have beat him in the practice room.
Plenty of banter.
Yep,
And
documentary, 10 o'clock,
Oh,
ITV4 on Tuesday.
That's
Can't
a
wait
must-
for that.
It's a must-watch, isn't it?
56.
Not just
And
for
you
darts
got
fans, but
16.
sports fans.
Now Hamilton, he's got 6 darts at this, 116. That's a great first dart. That's the 16 for double tops now for the 116 checkout. And again, he can't find it. 4 attempts at doubles, and he's not got one of them.
It's coming back.
60.
He's got to get this, Chris. He can't let this one slip away. Steady himself. Get into the game. That's more like it.
This will make him feel better. If he can get out of this first break, 3-2, he'll be over the moon, but it's giving him a chance.
90.
Break at the end of this leg. Yeah, 3-2 would look an awful lot better. As the averages don't tell the story, do they? 3-1 is the scoreline, even though Hamilton's been getting those big numbers. And Gerwen's got the doubles when it's counted, the finishers.
100.
All to do with on a couple of the occasions Michael was going out with his last dart, so he's wasting 2 non-scoring darts, then will affect the average. Remember, Andy just had 1 dart each of those doubles
43.
early on.
A bit frustrated, Hamilton. Can't quite work out why it's just not there at the moment. And the crowd are a wee bit subdued. Again, annoyed. He's got plenty of space there for another treble 20.
9 darts thrown by both lads in this leg, and they're sort of halfway through it.
93.
Which is below par for these boys.
Van Gerwen on a finish.
Andy can't leave a finish now, so looking good.
96.
MVG.
He's got 6. He doesn't have to go for that bull finish. Well, it's irrelevant now. Just setting it up as best he can.
130.
Good thinking. Went for the ball. To be at 25, would have left 56, guaranteeing himself 2 darts at a double. Which even by hitting the ball, he still has 15 double 8 when he comes back. If he'd have gone for the 19, he'd have left 62. Which means he would have needed a treble in the
80.
combination to get 2 darts at a double.
That's the 15. Double 8. 4s now. And gets a terrific check out. That's an important one. Last leg before the break. Michael van Gerwen might be being outscored by Andy Hamilton, but it's legs that count. He's leading it by 4-1.